Yeah, what is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz, bringing you our next matchup in the Fighter Pass tournament. So, yeah, if you're new and you're wondering what this is, why am I, well, what's going on here? So basically, it's a tournament of 32 characters that can have a potential to be DLC in Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Fighter Pass. And then each day on the channel, I upload one matchup from the tournament, and then we vote for who we'd rather see in the particular matchup. Today's matchup is Erdrick from Dragon Quest, taking on CupHead. So I'll get to that matchup in just a second, but the way to vote is down in the comments. Pretty sure you guys know this by now, but you type the name of one of the two characters you would rather see for DLC, or if you absolutely love both, you can vote both down in the comments, but simply type it down in the comments. That's how you vote. Voting stays open for just 1 week for every matchup, and then, just to keep the tournament moving. It's a double elimination tournament, meaning character has to lose twice. So you lose, you drop to the loser bracket. If you lose from there, you're done. That's how that goes. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much the rules. So we'll get into... let's get into... I don't need the Erdrick pictures anymore. All right, goodbye. Let's get in the results. So last Thursday? Last Thursday was the matchup of who? Lara Croft and Mike Jones. Now you can notice I haven't filled that in. Usually I already have that filled in, and then I scroll down to show you guys. There's a reason I didn't do this one. For the first time in a very long time. First time in this tournament. First time since like 2 tournaments ago. There's been a tie in the voting. So how do I break the tie? I've always said this. I will flip a coin on camera. So I have my little quarter here. I'm going to flip it, and I hope I can get the camera positioned on it properly. So let's see what happens. I'm going to flip it. So here's how it's going to go. Just going to make it simple. Mike Jones. It's going to be one flip. Whatever it lands up, face up, whatever it is, that's who wins. So heads will be Mike Jones. They both tied with 19 votes, by the way. Both tied with 19 votes. I counted multiple times just to make sure. Got the same result every time. So heads, Mike Jones. Tails, Lara Croft. I hope... Let me see if that shows. I don't know if you can see that, but it is heads, and there is a tails. I don't know if that'll focus, but there's a heads, there's a tails. It's not a trick coin. I don't need to do that for Mike Jones and Lara Croft. So here we go. I will flip it, actually. All right, there's the result. So I'm going to take my camera and let's see if this works. All right, I don't know if that is showing. I hope it does. All right, I think I got it. So there you go. Tails. Tails was Lara Croft. All right, camera mangled. All right. Lara Croft ends up winning, so I'm just going to give her an extra vote. That's how this is going to go. So let me type this in. Mike Jones, 19 votes. I'm a little surprised, that's all. Mike Jones tied Lara Croft in voting. Crazy. Crazy, right? I even had a few comments people down in the comments saying, who the hell is Mike Jones? I'm going to vote for him anyway. I got a good laugh out of that, so that was pretty funny. But, yeah, I guess some people don't know who he is, but he still gave Lara Croft a run for her money in this little tournament I'm doing, at least. So, there's that. So, now we get to move on to the matchup. Oh, by the way, obviously that means Mike Jones is eliminated from the tournament because we're in the loser bracket. So, Lara Croft gets to move on to face Master Chief in the next round, but whoever loses that is done because, again, it's a loser bracket. So back to the winners, or not the winners bracket, not yet, that'll be tomorrow. But back to today's matchup, Erdrick and CupHead. So let's jump into it. So we all just had the Nintendo Direct, right? And there's a lot in there, and I guess I'll bring that up once I get to Erdrick. But let me start with CupHead. All right, CupHead. Kind of an indie game. It was like, I think it's on, Microsoft. It's on Xbox, and I think it's on PC, if I'm not mistaken. But what is CupHead? What is this game, if you don't know? It's kind of like an old school sort of vibe with, graphic. I don't know. Reminds you of like a cartoon, honestly. It really does. But it's kind of a run and gun sort of game. CupHead has, a ton of like these really difficult boss fights. There's a lot of, strategy. I can't say it's really strategy. Somewhat, but you got to understand, the patterns of how bosses attacks and kind of stuff like that. So has insane boss attacks. How does CupHead work as a character? Well, you could throw typical punches and kicks in there. He does use his finger, so you could have like finger bullets. So a finger gun, it's not real bullets. You can make it work. He's cartoony, so totally would work. CupHead definitely, when his game came out, kind of was taken over, or not taken over, but was definitely getting a lot of talk in the just gaming community. It was a game lots of people were very thoroughly enjoying, and they were excited to play as well. And everyone was playing this game, and it's a great game. If you want to challenge yourself, this is something to do. There is it is a 2-player game, if I'm not mistaken. There's a Mugman, so that's like player 2. So I mean, you could have Mugman as an alternate skin for Cuphead if Cuphead were to get in Smash Bros. It's a possibility, and kind of more from the Cuphead universe. That'd be kind of neat to see. But I think he'd be a pretty unique character. I think he flies around in, like, what is it, a plane or something in there, so you can kind of put that into his move set somehow. Maybe his recovery, his up B move, or something like that. There's stuff you can do with Cuphead, and I think it would definitely get people interested to see this character because if I'm not mistaken, he is an indie character, right? Pretty sure he is. I'm pretty sure like no big studios own him, so I could be wrong. I didn't look into it honestly. So anyway, yeah, there's Cuphead. I think he would sell. He's got a name, well known, status kind of attached to it. So people, is not just gonna like, for example, if Nintendo were to be like, yo, Cuphead is actually going to be a character in Smash Ultimate, people are not going to just go, who? Nobody's ever heard of this guy. No, people know who Cuphead is. So, plus you kind of, if he's indeed an indie character, and again, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he is, though. But if they, they ended up going the indie route and got this character, that's big for indies. I know people would rather they would much rather see, a character like Shovel Knight or Shantae to get that indie rep spot. They figured, those characters might deserve it a bit more. They might have a bit more history with Nintendo. They might be a bit more of the face of indies, if you want to put it like that. So, I don't know. I think Cuphead would be pretty unique, honestly. I don't think the game is on the Switch, so I could be wrong about that too. I should have looked this up. I didn't do anything. I didn't do research about Cuphead. I was doing a bunch on Erdrick, but I don't know. Cuphead is kind of a unique character. I think you would make or bring a unique flavor and style to Smash Bros. I think he fits in too. He's got the cartoony style to him, so he already feels smashy. He's not an M-rated character, so he doesn't just like stand out and kind of in a weird way, but I think Cuphead would make a really cool addition. So let me talk about Cuphead's opponent, Erdrick. So going back to the Nintendo Direct we just had yesterday. By the way, did you guys like that? I actually was. I kind of liked it. I was totally fine with everything that's shown. I know I was a little. I mean, going in, I always kind of keep my expectations low. That way, I'm never disappointed. That's how I look at it. So anything I get is, incredible, and I'm just always excited. So, but anyway, they started Super Mario Maker 2. I don't know why I'm going through the entire Direct. Let's go to the Smash portion. We finally got to see Joker from the back. Okay, great, cool. I was kind of somewhat expecting maybe some sort of gameplay. Didn't even get any gameplay of Joker, so that was a bit strange. But they gave us a release date for him, or a time window. April, so that is great. Plus the update 3.0.0 is going to be in the spring, and they're adding something new. Fingers crossed it could be, and I'm probably in the minority on this one, but fingers crossed it's Stage Builder. I love that. You can make some insane stuff, and yeah, I'm getting way off topic. This is about Erdrick right now. So back to the Direct. They showed quite a bit of the Dragon Quest 11S something. I don't remember the whole title. And then they showed Dragon Quest Builders 2. They showed a lot, and it was a part of the breaks where they would show, a good portion of games and then go back to the host, and then he'd talk about like Dragon Quest, and then they showed more Nintendo games, and then they take a break and talk about another game. Dragon Quest got one of those, interrupted breaks. I don't know what to call them. He got more of a spotlight shown on him, or Dragon Quest. Did I say Erdrick? I meant Dragon Quest if I did. But Dragon Quest is, I don't know. There seems to be a lot more evidence kind of pointing towards Erdrick after this Nintendo Direct. So I'd say March, maybe April, we get another sort of Direct. Some people think we'll get a whole Smash Direct. I don't. That'd be kind of a short Direct. And they'd tell us what? Okay, here's Joker's out, and then okay, here's the next character, and here's what we're adding. I don't know. I don't think we're getting a Smash Direct by any means. I think they might might have a new Nintendo Direct and focus, have a good portion of it focused on Smash for what's coming up. I could see that, but we're not getting another, fully fledged out Smash Direct. That ain't happening. But, just with this recent Nintendo Direct, I really think, Square Enix and Nintendo, they, came together and they just really were like, hey, maybe it was just Nintendo going, hey, we'll make Erdrick popular over here in the West. We'll get a lot more eyes on him if you guys make some sort of exclusive Dragon Quest game for the Switch. And possibly that's what happened. Seems to be a lot of Dragon Quest going on with Nintendo. I think it's starting to shape up to look like Square Enix's rep for DLC could be Erdrick from Dragon Quest. And you never know. You never know what could happen. Maybe this is all just a coincidence. It could be, but then again, it's a coincidence that it's a coincidence? No, I don't think so. Did that make sense? Whatever. But let me just go to the voting. So, while I definitely think Erdrick is highly, highly, far and away more likely, I definitely think so, I'm voting CupHead. I'm voting CupHead in this one. My vote's going, I'm going Cuppy. CupHead's got my vote on this one. I think I'd rather play as him. I think he'd bring more of a unique style to him instead of just another, sword user. I think you can do a bit more of, moveset wise with Erdrick instead of just sword attacks. But I don't know. I think CupHead would make a cooler, a bit more of unique addition. So that CupHead gets my vote. Pretty simple right there. Plain and simple. All right, that is going to be it for this one. So, again, vote down in the comments, either Erdrick or CupHead, or both, whatever you prefer. So that is going to be it for this one. I'll give you a sneak peek. Looks like we'll get the results for Steve from Minecraft against Raiden from Mortal Kombat tomorrow. And then we'll be back in the winner's bracket with... This is a matchup I'm actually really looking forward to. Agumon against Ryu Hayabusa. Never thought that'd be something I'd even considered talking about. Agumon against Ryu Hayabusa. What? All right. Anyway, that is going to be it for this one. Again, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Look forward to your voting, and hopefully we catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.